Hello, I'm Susan Eisenhower, president of the Eisenhower Group, Incorporated. I'm delighted to be with you to discuss atoms for peace and the future of nuclear energy. Today, 70 years ago, President Dwight D. Eisenhower stood before the General Assembly of the United Nations and surprised his audience with a radical proposal. Many in the audience remembered the recent dropping of 2 bombs in Japan that ended World War II. And then in August of 1953, only months before that speech, there was a hydrogen bomb test. Dwight Eisenhower thought that this was a fearful set of circumstances, and he was determined to find a way that nuclear reductions for weapons use might be converted into use for human betterment. In his speech, he spoke about the destructive capacity of atomic weapons, and he proposed establishing a fuel bank of fissile material that would make this supply broadly available for research and development. This was at the heart of his Atoms for Peace proposal. He envisioned this fissile material bank to provide material that would generate electricity and be used for other peaceful purposes. He also proposed to establish an international atomic energy agency that would house this fuel bank and provide safeguards and inspections that would provide a non-proliferation regime for nuclear security. Actually, this proposal could accomplish other objectives as well. In making this proposal to the UN, he was hoping that it would bring the Soviet Union to the bargaining table as part of Atoms for Peace conference in 1958. And at that time, the United States and the USSR declassified fusion science, opening the way for future developments that would possibly, in our future, save the planet. He also understood that a proposal like this might bring economic potential to the developing world and open the way for greater research. It would also demonstrate that our nuclear research could bring untold benefits for humankind. In his 1953 speech, he said, quote, "Experts would be mobilized to apply atomic energy to the needs of agriculture, medicine, and other peaceful activities. A special purpose would be to provide abundant electrical energy to the power-starved areas of the world." Today, we're confronted with a similar dilemma. We have to enhance our energy security. So much depends on it. This is a great challenge for us at this particular period of history. We also have to address the climate change imperative, especially in the hard-to-abate sectors. Furthermore, we need to augment the international imperative to focus on clean economic growth for the developing world. This is critical to our efforts to realize social justice. And finally, providing nuclear energy can be enlarged to increase our capacity to provide an energy source that can help stabilize the grid and support other forms of renewable energy. Finally, I would say many people forget that nuclear power can desalinate water, another issue that is going to be critical as we address our climate challenges. I like the fact that actually nuclear power plants are sustainable in bad weather conditions too. It's the only source of electricity that provides hydrogen, heat, and electricity. And so the options and the opportunities are enormous. The new technology in nuclear reactors, such as small modular reactors and microreactors, have the potential to be game changers. Nuclear technology is an indispensable fuel to mitigate climate change, and it is urgent that we redouble our efforts in bringing these additional capacities to the market. It has been estimated that 550 gigawatts of new nuclear capacity will be needed by 2050. With a robust international effort, it can make a significant contribution to achieving a net zero emissions by 2050, and it can transform parts of the developing world that are so vital for all of us. Atoms for Peace vision has been realized. Atoms for Peace transformed the world, not just in power generation, but it also saved millions of lives in medicine and agriculture. It now calls upon us to find another broad vision, an ambitious vision. Atoms for Net Zero is that vision. The time is now.